Gold stuck in a 2-day sell-off. Now, Scott, as a trader, would you be shorting gold here after an increase in margin requirements of both the CME and the Shanghai Gold Exchange at this point?
When the news came out that they were going to increase the margins, what I wanted to do is see what effect did it really have on it. I think last time we were on, there were thoughts
Rumors
of it,
yeah.
and you were like, nah, it's not really down that much, so I don't put that much credence in it. And meanwhile, it made new highs. So what was important with the GLD is once it went below 170, 168 and held below it, a lot of traders did short it yesterday because it actually showed some weakness, and then there was a move down to like 168.50 in the GLDs.
Would you be adding to the short then today because we're still down, or is this a day to cover?
Short-term time horizon, perhaps he took half off considering it's been a 2-day trade and gold hasn't been down more than 2 days in a long time. But some will see if they could cover in front of the 10-day moving average, which is around 165, and then the 20 is all the way down to 160.
So for an investor or for a trader who wants to add to, say, a long position, what level is a good level to start doing that? How much would it have to consolidate?
Typically when gold corrects, it breaks the 10-day and stops in front of the 20-day.
Okay.
So 160 to 164 on the GLDs will be a spot if you sold into the strength above 172 up to 175. You have the luxury of buying back on the dip into that 160, 164 area. So if you're trading a tier system and you got down to tier 1, which we've been talking about, maybe you get back to tier 2.
Tier 1, lightly invested.
Lightly invested, and then on the dip, get back to tier 2 and make sure that holds.
Do you think from a technical perspective that 1817 overnight high on Thursday, was that an interim top? Was that a short-term top?
As of now, that's a short-term top. And I do think that we can correct anywhere from 6 to 9 to 10% and still be fine and still make new highs. It might not be for a month or so, or it could be sooner depending on what happens in September or Jackson Hole.
All right, real quick then, do you think 2000 is still in the cards if we continue to see more bad news or just not great news?
I think it's still in the cards, just it might not be this month.
All right, fair enough, Scott. I appreciate it. All right, so there are a couple trades here you can do. You can cover your shorts, you can still short, and you can go long once we hit those consolidation levels. Thanks so much.